welcome to Aiden and Cooper's movie Castle. We're in the castle. I am Cooper.
My name's Aiden. Welcome in. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you. It's great to be back in the castle, back in front of the castle's microphone, the built-in microphone.
We had an incredible feast over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was awesome. All of the peasants that we rule over came over, which isn't many. We've got like 6.
Yeah, it's our prisoners.
And there is no sort of infrastructure. We're just kind of cult leaders.
Yeah.
A little bit. We got 6.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get that out.
We were considering like a Jonestown sort of thing at Thanksgiving, but
not the year for it.
Just not the year. Really not the year, but maybe another time.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll check in next year, see where we're at,
Yeah.
Okay, now Cooper, this is an interesting one, all right? We got a shit ton of movies to talk about here. And do you notice anything interesting about these movies?
These new movies?
Yeah, I feel like there's a considerable amount of things here that we disagree on. I think at least a little bit or a lot.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen very often. Usually we're homogenous.
Yeah, I would say so. Before we get to that, though, I do have a blind ranking for you.
Beautiful.
All right. So the first movie I have for this ranking, this blind ranking, 5 movies, as per usual, is Elf.
Elf.
Yeah.
I have no relationship to Elf. I watched it like once or twice maybe in my years, and I had one good memory with it, but mostly it's just me on the outside. I'll tell you what. Mm-hmm. I went to a drag Christmas show because my mother's been getting really into RuPaul in particular. Okay, and there was there were 2 bits that was the most pain that I felt in a social setting ever. Mm-hmm. And one of them was this elaborate, a kind of digital recreation, half on the stage recreation, some of the funniest moments of Elf, kind of a funniest moments compilation of Elf. Mm-hmm. So I've got it on the brain, and right now it's not in a great light. I'm gonna say 5.
5. Okay.
I don't know. You don't usually throw me stinkers, and I just don't have a relationship with this movie. Right. I don't think it's bad though.
All right. We'll go Love Actually.
Well. See, that would probably be a little low. I don't know. I don't hate it. 4.
Okay. We'll do a movie you watched recently, Pieces of April.
I really like this movie, but it is kind of it's kind of slight,
Yeah.
So I'd be okay putting it at 3, but I'm going to put it at 2.
Okay.
I did really like it.
School of Rock.
Good movie. Rick, what you got for me in the last spot,
Oh, wait, what spot are you putting it?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I'm just wondering what kind of games you're playing with me right now. It's better than Pieces of April. Okay, I'm going to put it at 3. What do you have for me?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Because the first one?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's better than all the other movies, I think.
All right.
Okay, so is there a theme here, sir?
Yes.
Do I have to guess?
If you want to.
Okay, read them out to me again.
Pieces of April, Pirates of the Caribbean, Love Actually, Elf, and School of Rock.
Because they're all vaguely... Well, School of Rock isn't Holiday. I couldn't tell you. What is it, sir?
These are all movies released in 2003.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fun. Love Actually and Elf. What's a movie since Elf, that double hitter or whatever of Christmas classics that where they actually tried,
A very Jonas Brothers Christmas or whatever. Just
have you seen this yet?
No.
Why did I say that? I know what you've seen. We stalk each other.
Yeah.
I might watch that.
Can you name the Jonas Brothers?
I know there's a bonus Jonas, but I don't. No, I could. Nick Jonas.
Yeah, Nick Jonas.
Is there a Jonas?
No, but I think Jonas of our friend Jonas Meininger.
Of our friend fame.
Yeah, he should join the Jonas Brothers.
I think so too.
Yeah. Jonas. There's Nick Jonas, and there's another one I can't remember his name.
Wow.
Yeah.
And 2003. That's when Aiden was created too. That's when your co-host was created.
That's so true.
Wow.
2003.
Incredible. All right, man. Let's dive right into things before we take place in the castle proper. I was thinking maybe we go to the TV wing. Would you like to go to the TV wing?
We can go to the TV wing.
So, sir, I've watched I've watched Stranger Things.
Did you watch season 4?
I watched the first episode of season 4.
You didn't watch the rest of season 4?
No, I watched an intensive recap. What's happening? I do. I watched a good recap.
All right.
I figured it out, and I watched it with my sister, and I'd like for you to talk to me about this.
What do you want to know?
I just want to know your thoughts.
I think it's kind of all over the place right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think there's some high highs and some low lows this season. That's what I think.
Well, yeah. What are some of your highs? What are some of your lows, sir?
I think the acting's a little off with some of the people. Mm-hmm. It's really weird to talk about Noah Schnapp. That's his name, right?
Yes.
Because I think he kills it the first 2 seasons, especially that second season. Uh-huh. He's possessed and he's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened around season 4, but he just I don't know if he just checked out or something, but he just hasn't. He has one really good scene in season 4, but I don't know. He's just been super off the whole time. But they're doing a ton for his character, so it's kind of weird.
See, and
I'm bumping up Maya Hawke, too.
Here's what I have to say about this. I think this is less performance, more dialogue, I think. Mm-hmm. I think that Noah Schnapp, despite his Zionist ways or whatnot, I think that I was actually going to say he's one of the people that I feel is more well-rounded as a performer than other kids. And I was thinking it was interesting to watch which kids I think have it and which ones don't. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of them are kind of thin as performers, but I don't know. Maybe you need to be. Maybe some of the nuance I saw in the William is just isn't there. I don't know. I think Maya Hawke has been shafted when it comes to the writing.
Yeah,
she's got all of the jokes that people are making fun of. Mm-hmm. She's got a lot of the a lot of the worst parts of the dialogue are on her character.
I think her Jesus what is great though.
I think so too. Yeah. It's just every once in a while you're just like, oh, that's a great actress. I do love her. I think so. Here's my thing. I think that the dialogue is pretty bad uniformly.
Yeah.
And I think that it looks like ass a majority of the time, almost always. I think. I'm like, did the first 2 seasons look like this? I don't think they did.
Well, they're lower budget. At least the first season especially.
Yeah.
So that one's got some rough effects, the first one. But that's because, they're not a thing yet.
I think this has some rough effects.
Sometimes.
I think this looks worse to me.
Sometimes.
I haven't gone back and rewatched season 1, so they could just all be in the memory palace or whatever. But I think that people shoot themselves in the foot when it comes to good CGI by lighting everything the fucking same and having everything in focus all the time. Mm-hmm. Everything looks so clean in this show. Everything looks so, it's just lit. Everything's lit up. I don't know how you're having a show that's supposed to be kind of a horror show and not have any sort of atmosphere or mood. Mm-hmm. And I think it does the sets disservice, and I think it especially does the CGI disservice because I don't know the Demogorgons. I don't think there was a shot in this that I liked of them.
You don't like when they're frozen? I think they look really good frozen.
When were they frozen? Oh, when
before he kills them
at the end. I guess so. I don't know. I just never bought it at all. I just always felt like it felt a lot like other Netflix stuff. Mm-hmm. And I just it's just such a weird thing to have something that has so much money pumped into it look like this. And this isn't just a Stranger Things problem or whatever, but it was just like this. It has such a vibe to me, like the idea of Stranger Things, and this is a kind of a darker season. It's all like action and set pieces and the fantasy stuff or whatever. And I don't know. It doesn't feel like spooky, and it doesn't feel like an 80s movie. Mm-hmm. And so I just don't know what we're doing,
Yeah.
But I did like a lot of some of the choices and stuff like that. Like how do you like how the season's going? Like where you think it's going?
Well, can I tell you how I think it's gonna end?
Sure, yeah.
I think Derek's gonna tell Vecna to suck a fat one, and he's gonna kill himself.
So you think Vecna's gonna kill himself?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, you know what? And it's gonna end.
That's pretty sick. Do you like the stuff in the Mind Palace stuff?
It's all right.
I'm just trying. I don't know because you've been talking about the show for a long time.
The Tiffany needle drop. I think that's one of the better needle drops in the show.
It is pretty fun. They did have 2 pretty back to back basic ass needle drops that have to do with dreams in it.
Yeah.
Always because I remember Shaboom was one of them, and then what was the other one?
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah. And I guess I can't blame him. And then they had the Upside Down song. Was that the Tiffany, or was that something different?
No, Tiffany's the I Think We're Alone Now. And
Oh,
it's
yes.
Holly Wheeler dancing around the house.
That's a really good call. I do think it's interesting that they're going full like child predator with it. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of interesting. I like the bones of it.
I mean, Vecna's pretty gnarly this season. I mean, he stabs the soldier in the head. I was like, the show's never been like gory. I mean, season 3's got like the blood monster, but like, I was like, if I was like 8, I'd be like, fuck, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of upset me a little bit because I'm just like. Because it was one of my first outrages as a young person is the corruption of the rating system or whatever. Mm-hmm. And this is a whole different thing than the MPA, but like that shit, that's R-rated, right? Like that's something.
I think the show might be TVMA.
Is it?
It might be just because of the violence.
Sure, it was TV-14, and they got a fucking Lego set based off of the big house or whatever.
Yeah, the Creel house.
Yeah, like, and Lego doesn't fuck with R-rated things.
Not normally.
And so it's just like, I don't know. Like, this is... I mean, I applaud it. Mm-hmm. I welcome it. I'm just like, what are we doing here with the ratings? Unless it is TVMA.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. You like the twist at the end? You see that coming?
Which one?
Should we talk... I don't know. Skip ahead a little bit.
Spoiler.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But William having his little powers.
That was obvious to me. He's kind of had powers since season 3 a little bit, just because he can like tell when bad things. He's got spider sense. Mm-hmm. I think the thing that I really didn't see them doing was bringing back the Chicago lady, number 8.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, that was on a lot
cool.
of people's bingo boards, but I was just kind of like, no way they're going to do that because everyone hates that.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like, I kind of respect them double downing on something that everyone hates and being like, well, we're still going to like find a way to make it work.
Right. I think it would be more of it would be admitting defeat, not doing it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you had something that you threw out there and it's an obvious like setup and world expanding something or another, and then you don't go back to it, that seems a little bit like they're admitting defeat there. So I think it does make sense for someone that has like anything they want, like whatever they want, they can have it. So I thought that was kind of neat, but it also goes to a feeling that I have with the season so far, which is that it feels very sweaty and it feels super stressed out. Yeah. Like wanting to get... like a lot of the characters feel kind of unnatural.
They do, yeah.
It feels like they're trying to get to like what fans like about them as fast as possible, and to the point of like destruction when it comes to like something like Maya Hawke's character,
Yeah.
Overriding a lot of people, and then also just like setting up the pieces. Like it all feels like they're super self-conscious throughout it all, and I think a lot of endings have that problem.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just where are they going to go with it is really interesting to me.
I mean, the implication is time travel. So, but it's like how they do time travel. I don't know.
But I'm just like so not interested in that.
I'm not either.
I have no clue how they could do that in a way that doesn't feel like stupid or like, because I don't know, man. Because what are references that they go off of for time travel? They have Back to the Future.
I mean, A Wrinkle in Time.
A Wrinkle in Time.
A Wrinkle in My Balls.
But A Wrinkle in My Balls isn't really like, it's not a traditional time travel movie as far as I can remember. Our book, right?
I can't remember. I know I read the book in elementary school. I couldn't say shit about it.
Because A Wrinkle in Time, I watched the Oprah movie where she's big Oprah, and I think it's just like jumping around worlds and shit. It's not a traditional time travel narrative.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard people compare it to Harry Potter 3, that they might go like that direction with it.
Interesting.
Which is the best use of time travel in my opinion. That's the one that makes the most sense to me.
Right. So what are the rules of that again? You just throw like she throws stones or whatever, but it's not like major. It's not like saving. They do save. They save. Whose life did they save?
They save Harry Potter's life, I believe, right? Because they create the is it called the Patronus?
Yes.
It
is.
Yeah.
It is called a Patronus. So they save his. Is that the reason why they go back in time? Like, why did they go back in time?
I couldn't fucking tell you, man. That's the best Harry Potter movie, but I'm not really a fan of those movies, as
right.
I mentioned to you. But
and I mean, it's got a Harry Voldemort thing going on with Will, right?
Yeah, kind of
connected and whatnot.
Yeah, but is Derek goated or is Derek not goated in your opinion?
I think kind of goated. Mm-hmm. I could go either way.
Yeah,
I think I really liked him. Like it made me laugh every single time where he slapped. Or he was like slapping their foreheads to go or whatever. Yeah. I like how much he locked in. That was awesome.
Honestly, I think one of my favorite shots of the year is when Ashley Klein comes into the bathroom and it like pans to Will and Mike, and then it pans to the kid getting into the hole, and like it just zooms in on him, and like there's like a music spike sound effect.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I thought it was really funny.
And that's the thing. Is like this. It's always like entertaining to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think one of the things that I've had an issue with this season is that like I don't relate to the characters this time, which has always been the draw for me. Like every season does a great job. You know, the first 2 seasons, I'm like I see my friend group in these boys, and then they go to the mall, and I worked at a mall. You know, around that time.
Yeah.
So I see that, and then I'm going to the mall with my friends. I relate to it. I relate to these characters. And in season 4, they're having issues. You know, Lucas wants to be in the popular kids, and I definitely had that. I definitely had friends who abandoned the punk rock energy of my friends for other goals, and that pissed me off. You know, and they don't have that this season.
Yeah, well, the hangout vibes are gone, right?
The hangout vibes are gone.
All the other seasons are like the things existing in the background. So when it's now, it's like there's an end game, there's a goal to get to. You don't have many moments, and I think the moments they do have that are small, I liked. So I like Will's big gay secret and the stuff he does with Maya. Although I don't like the laugh at the end. I think that a lot of people group that in with the whole scene. I think the scene's like cringe, but I really liked it before like the laugh at the end.
Yeah,
and then the stuff with his mom too. I think I liked that a little bit. I don't know. Winona's kind of done dirty. I mean, I heard that she does stuff in season 4, but
yeah, the Winona stuff in season 4 is my least favorite part of that season, though.
Yeah, so it's weird. Winona just doesn't feel like a real person, and also I feel like the juice of Winona and David Harbour are kind of gone. They're kind of at the same level as the kids now.
I was hoping they'd get jiggy with it this season.
Yeah,
I really was. That was on my bingo card. It was like, will they do it this season? Will they show it this season?
That'd be so fucking sick.
They haven't had a sex scene in the show since like the
they don't have
first
fucking
or second
time. It's
all
one
season.
It's all one day so far, right?
It's
2 days.
2 days, and I'm pretty sure the whole season's going to take over the course of 4 days.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, they're all like that though.
Are they?
Yeah, pretty much within a week.
Oh,
so
I guess they just have more downtime, or are separate.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe they feel like they don't need the hangout vibes because they've given me 4 seasons of hangout vibes. So it's like, well, if I don't need to give you that this time, then we'll just,
No, but they're not.
But that's the draw of the show.
But they still want it to be funny and relatable or stuff like that. So what they're doing is they're chopping it up and they're spreading it throughout all their other shit, and it doesn't work. And it feels kind of like it is just jumbled. I don't know. Like it feels super sloppy.
Yeah. There's a scene with Mike Wheeler that I love with him and Holly.
Yes, that was the other one that I was thinking of.
Yeah, you're close with your sister and I'm close with mine. So I don't know. Like I was like, damn, I feel that.
Yeah.
And Mike Wheeler's been kind of on the downturn since season 3, so I'm glad they're, I don't know, making him better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it just, I just got blasted with like memories of the original season. Like that's how Stranger Things felt to me, you know. And I really did like the first episode of season 4. I just didn't continue. I don't know. I think really know why.
Should continue season 4
before
when you have time.
The next one.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, I think like season 4 is just such a mixed bag for me because I think everything in Hawkins is like the best the show's ever been for me, and everything else is like not good.
Yeah.
So like I think the stuff in Russia is like really not good. Joyce crashing a plane.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Get out of here with that. But
it's so weird. Like I know all their lists that they put out for every season of their influences or whatever. And I think the broader they go with their influences, the less of an identity the show has.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like less well deployed, and I don't know. I've completely lost interest in any of the Winky, like remember this kind of stuff, and the references or like stuff from the 80s or whatever. And so it's just I don't know. It's really interesting though.
Yeah.
But are you disappointed, or are you just like? Kind of what I'm saying.
I don't want to say that I'm disappointed having only seen half a season.
Right, you're right.
You know, that seems crazy to me. I just, like, if it continues with this sort of quality, it'll probably be my least favorite season. I still like it. You know, I don't want you to think that I'm, like, never going to return to it or anything. But, you know what's crazy, though, to me is there's a lot of questions about Vecna and the Upside Down and his relationship to it. And, like, the answers are in the stage play that's been out for 2 years. Like,
really?
If you've seen the stage play, you pretty much have all the answers, like... All the questions are answered about who Vecna is in like relationship with the Upside Down, Like pretty much all the questions. Yeah, all the questions have been answered except for like how the show's gonna end. You know?
That's weird.
And like all the stuff in the 50s has been like it's just there, and it's just like if you just don't know about the stage play.
So you're up on it.
I mean, I haven't like looked into it, but I've heard people talk about it, and I like know, like I know what's up with that cave.
Gotcha.
I know what state it's in.
Weird.
It's in Moab.
What?
Yeah.
Us?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, I think the Duffer Brothers hate Mormons. I think they hate Utah.
Because they have the Mormon
They're
character.
constantly dunking on Mormons. They've
That's
done that every season. They've had some sort of joke about Mormons, and Dustin's girlfriend was a Mormon. They had a whole bit about her. Moab.
That's pretty interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. What if the whole thing ends up being like a dunk on Mormonism?
That would be pretty awesome. I don't know. I wouldn't lose hope in it. I just didn't, it feels very setup-y so far, and so if it is trying to get somewhere cool, then it still has the opportunity to be that, and especially like the finale. If it's all like messy and then the finale fucking rips, I don't know.
That's all that really matters is the finale.
Yeah.
So as long as they can land the plane on that, if they keep up the violence, man, more trees through people's heads.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Are you gonna see it in theaters?
No, I'm gonna be in Albuquerque actually.
Over
New Year's, so I will not.
What you up to in Albuquerque, dude?
That's where my cousin lives, my
cool.
uncle. So we're just going down there for New Year's. So no, I will not be seeing it in theaters. I will miss it unless it's still playing here when I get back, which is like the 3rd.
It won't.
So
it's
only 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, 500 theaters.
Yeah, I mean, unless like everyone that I'm on the trip with is like, yeah, let's go see the Stranger Things finale, but I doubt that. I don't even know if they've seen it. So,
and you
but
couldn't
I watched
get
it
in.
with my parents. So
I was looking at tickets. You can't get in. They're really small theaters. They're not putting them in IMAX. They're not putting them in like even like the larger halls. This is a really like rinky-dink release. It's gonna have an incredible per screen average.
Yeah,
but it's just like you really, unless you don't want to be like right in the front row, you can't get anywhere in Utah. Like
yeah, I haven't really looked. That's interesting.
I just assumed like it's going to be like a huge release, right? Like,
yeah, they're only playing them in like Salt Lake, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, really, really weird. I guess we could stay in TV for a little bit, but I think we talked a lot about that, so we can go to movies.
20 minutes on Stranger Things.
Yeah. When did we leave off? It was we did Bugs last time, right? We did
the Bugs. The first movie I got here on the list is Predator: Badlands.
Yeah. I don't really even know your opinions on this. Did I talk about Regretting? No, never mind. Let's talk about Predator: Badlands, man.
All right.
What do you think?
This is a crazy thing because we're definitely on the same page about it.
Okay.
Which is interesting. This is kind of like a Fantastic Four situation where you and I are both pretty like not huge on this, and everyone else seems to be.
Yeah. Wow, this is a great franchise film or whatever. Yeah. Pretty like substantially worse than Prey, and just like not what I want out of a Predator movie, and it's just like I don't know. People shit on kids movies a lot, but this has the writing of a kids movie.
Yes, it does.
And it also it was giving Oz the Great and Powerful for me, like a lot of the time with its like environments and its character, like the little creatures and shit like that. I don't know. That was the movie that came to mind. I don't know. You talk on stuff. I don't want to just ramble.
So I've praised Killer of Killers on here a few times. It's like on my long list for like best of the year, you know, that sort of thing. One of my favorite animated movies of the year, and it's definitely got holes, but it had me excited for this, even though I thought the trailer always like looked terrible. And I don't think it's like completely like not successful. There's like fun ideas here and there.
Yeah. Legs.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate that it feels like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But it is a Disney movie is the thing.
But it doesn't need to feel like it. Romulus doesn't feel like a Disney movie.
You're right.
You know?
That's a great example of Romulus not feeling like a Disney movie. It just it's like the most boring story I've seen. You know, like everything I knew was going to happen happened. What's the guy's name? Dick.
Yeah, Deck sounds right.
Yeah. Elle Fanning is like not great. I don't think.
I think she's pretty good when she's the other lady. Like I just like Elle Fanning, so I'm in the bag and. That might be another thing where it was like the dialogue's pretty bad, so I don't even. But people were charmed by this performance, so I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't know. It's just it is another one of his attempts to branch out the universe, not only in like setting, but also in tone and in vibe. Like Prey feels different than a normal Predator movie, but it is still like gritty and like mean. And has the juice of Arnold fighting it at the end of Predator, you know? It's the scrappy thing. And Killer of Killers, I've only seen like half of it, and then I died. But I need to finish it. I'm a Predator fucking got my ass. Yeah. Because I am like apex Predator among my peers.
Ripped his spine out. Well, you just have such a great Blu-ray collection.
Yeah, he's like, this is the guy.
Yeah, there's, I imagine that like the Predators are a culture. You know, what is their race or like?
I couldn't tell you. They said it a bunch though.
Well, I'm sure they have art.
Yeah.
To some degree, and I'm sure there's probably some like they have to have some sort of equivalent of movies. So he probably like saw your Letterboxd or something,
and he's like, this is,
and was like, this is the guy.
This is the warrior I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had no trouble ripping my fucking spine out. I wouldn't put it up at like any fucking fight, dude. God. But I don't know. It's just like I really wanted this movie to just kind of go hard and be in like kind of have a. I just don't know why there are so many fucking jokes in it. I just don't understand it.
Exactly, and I don't find them funny either.
No, they are Crude's ass jokes. It's a Crude's movie. It's a Crude's ass movie, bro. I don't know. I can't remember like specifics about like what I thought worked and didn't. Like I like Weyland-Yutani when they're in Weyland-Yutani world and there's no deck and there's no little fucking Glurpo shithead. What's his name? What's the little fucker's name?
I don't know. That was like the thing that bothered me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was kind of I just like Weyland-Yutani. I'm in the bag for that. Prometheus, Rise.
He likes billionaires.
I like billionaires. I like on the nose fucking sci-fi commentary. That's what I like, and I like robots talking to robots. And they have when Elle Fanning's talking to Elle Fanning, I'm just like yes, wonderful robots talking to robots. It's so sick. But the ending just is not very cool. Like the last battle is like I remember I watched with my boys, and when they had the huge thing of Weyland-Yutani soldiers, like Jared was like, well, yes, right?
Yeah.
And then they just literally take him out in like a fucking second, and then it's like, all right, I guess. And they have the power loaders CGI battle. Yeah, it's not great. I don't know, man. Pretty bad.
I think some of the action scenes are really poorly lit. There's like one at the start of the movie that I think looks not good. It just feels like, I don't know, the action in this, specifically between the Predator and the other Predators, felt very like fan film on YouTube to me.
I can see that.
I don't know. I do like that he is making these movies though. Like I still encourage, like just because this one didn't work for me, I still think he should continue to make them. Like I just think it's cool that we were letting this guy do whatever he wants, and that's so rare to see. So Dan Thatchenberg, keep doing what you're doing. Just I don't know. I guess Disney's poking around too much in this. Don't let them do that.
I don't know. I think he wants this, and part of the pitch was that it's going to be PG-13 and it's going to be like more accessible. Like it's going to be the highest-grossing Predator movie, and it is.
Yeah.
But I do think he wanted to make something that was Disney-y, family-y, like that kind of a vibe, an old-fashioned blockbuster or whatever, not really nasty. Because I think he did the nasty. I think he wanted to do something different. I don't know how much of this is him and how much of it is Disney. But one thing I gotta say, some people were saying like, give this guy Alien or whatever, like have him expand the universe. I'd rather fucking die. I'd rather fucking die, bro. I mean, he may be like a fine Alien, but if it goes on like this, it builds off this.
Building up to a real Alien versus Predator movie that isn't stupid.
Feels like it.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like my Alien heady and stupid in a pretentious way instead of stupid in a stupid way, you know? So I don't know. I don't know, man. Bummer. Did I talk about Regretting You?
I don't know if you talked about Regretting You.
Because did I talk about Die My Love? We need to talk about Die My Love.
I've seen Die My Love, though, and that's on my list.
So. Okay. Should we talk about Die My Love?
Sure, we can talk about Die My Love.
Okay. We both like this movie.
Yes.
Good amount, yes?
I think you like it more than me. It's in your
Probably.
top 5.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it that high for me.
Yeah, I thought it was lovely. I just think I was just completely tapped into it. There wasn't a point where I was out of it. Yeah. And movies, I'm usually out of movies, you know? I'm not in the headspace. But this one I was entirely in the headspace, and it's more impressionistic stuff, or abstract stuff, was always where I thought it should be and worked for me. It's maybe a little bit where she's in the hospital where I was I was out a little bit, but not ever for longer than a minute or two. And besides that, I was just completely locked into this person, and I don't know, it just does specifics really, really well. And that's the way I I think that's how I find my in to being super locked in with something. If there's like really bizarre specifics that feel like true to life, you know, and I'm like, I've never seen that portrayed ever before. And this also just feels exactly how like my depression feels like sometimes. Like I'm not postpartum and shit like that.
Yeah.
Fucking hit close to home for sure, especially in my worst. I don't know. You just feel fucking insane, and the brain does that to you. And so I just saw a lot of things that I hadn't thought about in like 5 years. I'm like, holy Jesus Christ, or whatever, 3, 4. I don't remember how. But yeah, I think it looks sick. It's got some fucking insane needle drops. And then they're just cooking, but the direction is just like perfect. I fucking love. Yeah, good movie, dude.
And that was your first Len Ramsey movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, interesting.
Yeah,
that is interesting to me.
And then I did You Were Never Really Here.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
It's really good. You'd like it.
I think I would. I've liked. She's 3 for 3 for me right now.
Because you talked about Kevin.
Yeah, we need to talk about Kevin, and I like Morvern. So.
And you're like, what?
Morvern.
Oh, right, the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go through them. I was going to, and then I got distracted.
She's I don't know. She's kind of in that sort of I don't know, Gaspar Noé sort of. Mm-hmm. Who's the guy that made the house that Jack built?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
little fucker.
Lars von Trier.
Oh, I thought he was a different guy that made Jack.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Lars von Trier.
Yeah, I think you're
she's
right.
kind of like in that realm a little bit.
Yeah, but she just seems like someone that's like just on my wavelength, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's exciting to find a filmmaker like that.
Yeah, I think you should really check out Morvern. I think that one. I mean, it's not as intense as this one, but I think there's some similar ideas in terms of just like being a piece of shit type of thing.
Yeah.
You know? So I think you should check out that one.
And I like the sadness to it. I like a lot of it. I like the funny stuff because I think Die My Love is pretty funny too. Mm-hmm. I was laughing a good amount. I mean, I was the only one in the fucking theater, so I was laughing. While I was,
I think it was me and one other guy.
Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah! You tap him up after?
No, I got out of there as quick as I could. I wonder if it was the same guy that saw Crimes of the Future with me. Sometimes I go to the Megaplex.
Could be, man.
In Ogden, and it's me and one other dude. It's always movies like this.
There are always some psychos around. There are like 4 or 5 psychos just kind of come around often, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like my AMC people know me. I just don't know how they feel about me because I think that I've been there enough and frequently enough that they probably know my face. Mm-hmm. But my ass walked into Die My Love alone, and then my ass walked into Zootopia 2 alone on Thanksgiving morning. You know?
Just tell them it's for work.
Yeah, it's for work, dude. So I don't know how they perceive me. But yeah, it's a sick movie. Is there anything else you like to say about it, sir?
It's very clearly inspired by A Woman Under the Influence, which is one of my favorite movies.
I haven't seen it because I'm a fuck.
And I don't know, like, I think that's kind of why I don't like it as much as you, is because I was just like, I would kind of maybe rather be watching that movie. You know? And Gina Rollins' performance is like completely lights out. Not to say that J Law's bad in this or anything. Mm-hmm. J Law's quite good. But I was just like, man, I don't know.
Well, I'll watch that. I'll get back to you, man.
This is, I think, a more angry version of that movie. So,
okay.
And it's not really about postpartum depression. It's about depression, but like her kids are a little older. But definitely check out that. Yeah, Cassavetes, A Woman Under the Influence, one of the greats.
Yes, sir. I need to.
I want to talk Frankenstein.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. Okay, Frankenstein. I talked about it a little bit last time.
Yeah.
Because I saw it and I was just like, it doesn't work. Bummer. And then everyone in our circle, everyone in our generation.
Yeah. It's in the canon.
It's in the fucking canon now.
Yeah.
So now I have to reckon with it, you know? And then my own brother.
Your own brother?
My own brother, Cooper.
Yeah.
He likes it quite a bit.
I do like it. Yeah. I do think it barely works though.
Okay, all right. Well, that's nice.
I feel like I'm spoiling my Running Man conversation we're gonna have in a little bit, but I don't know. I watched this. I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it on Netflix, and I was just completely on its wavelength the whole time. I was like, this looks so weird and like not good, but like I get it. I'm just like its vibe works, I guess.
Yeah. I think that I'm just like, were you emotionally connected to this movie?
I don't know about that.
Because a lot of people are.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was like emotionally connected to it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it again, but I just thought it was super funny and like just the goofiest shit. But it's so like it loves what it is, you know, and I can tell he really wanted to make this and this is important to him, but it's like I don't know, it's more of like a sympathy, like it's like
Aw.
yeah, that type of thing, you know. And I'm just like, he made this movie and it looks maybe a step above Wicked kind of in some ways, but also kind of a step below Wicked in some ways, but it's a commitment to being just off-putting to me is like what I like about it, and I don't think that's why everyone else likes it.
No.
You know? I think it's insane that they made him Superman. I thought that was so funny.
Really weird.
Yeah. Mia Goth's in this. She's all right.
She's
I haven't
fine.
seen her in a little bit. I don't think I've seen her since Maxine.
Yeah. She doesn't yell once in this movie. I was shocked.
I don't know. It's an odd movie that I just like. I was just like I don't know. I just found myself really getting into it.
Yeah.
The practical stuff is really cool.
It is. I mean, the sets are awesome, but also everything looks pretty bad. I think it doesn't look awful. Like I
don't know. It does look like Netflix, and that's kind of what I like about it. Is that like
what? What are you? I don't understand. Why do you like? It's just like it's. Well, I mean, I've had things that are similar to this, where I am where you're at, right? It doesn't work in a way that I find charming.
I'm trying to think. You had a movie.
Fucking Regretting You was just barely one of those.
Yes.
I'm like this looks like shit. It doesn't work, but oh my god, right?
Yeah.
I think what makes this movie weird for me is that I think the first like large chunk of it doesn't work. Is really goofy. I was laughing at it usually. I feel like sometimes with it, you know, but a lot of it just didn't work for me. And then the stuff with the monster was like so fucking good when he's on his own, and I was like actually like legitimately locked into it, and I was like, this fucking rocks. And then when it's done with that and it goes back to that spot, and there wasn't like a charm to me about it. It was just like, why are we not back there? I don't understand. What is Oscar Isaac doing?
Yeah.
And that was a constant source of joy for me, whatever the fuck he was doing. But it also just felt like completely against the movie and what it was trying to do. And that ending is so fucking sincere and is pretty... I don't want to say, like, cliche. I mean, it's tropey, you know? And I mean, this is one of the original, like, genre texts, you know? So it's going to be tropey, but I just don't think there's something that they say that was really embarrassing. They say the fucking thing of, like, you're the monster, right?
So what are we, some kind of Frankenstein?
Yeah. Pretty much. They said, I think he says, like, you're the monster to fucking Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I don't, you can't do that. You just can't do that, man. I don't understand it. And so then the reception to it is so interesting to me.
We have homies out here giving it 5 stars.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
I have friends that went and saw this in theaters that aren't movie people. Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
like,
I just
went and saw Frankenstein. I was like, why?
There's something about it, man. I think that every once in a while, a version of Frankenstein and a version of Dracula will click. And the fact that it is going in kind of a way of, not Twilight, but like maternal about the monster. Very like, isn't this a sweetheart? And he's also fucking jacked. He's 6'5". He has a big fucking cock, you know? Like, there's something about that mixture that's really awakened people. And the monster looks incredible, you know? And that helps. And I think Guillermo del Toro is just like the sickest man alive. And he's so sweet. And everyone loves to hear from him. And he's been on the press junkets, and he's got a lot of quotes going out there, and Jacob Elordi loves him, and Jacob Elordi is just like, I feel like we don't have movie stars anymore, but the movie stars do help. Like, you can't launch something off of movie stars, but Jacob Elordi talking so lovingly about the movie and about Del Toro, and people catching up to Del Toro's movies, like over the last, you know, like this new modern wave of cinephiles or whatever, being like Pan's Labyrinth fucks. I like Shape of Water. I like Hellboy. I like all these things or whatever. And I think a lot of people are getting into that aesthetic that he likes with stuff like this and Crimson Peak. Like, this feels most similar to Crimson Peak in vibe and tone to me. But Crimson Peak looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's got like an incredible cinematographer. I don't remember who shot it, but it's an incredible cinematographer, and it looks incredible. Like the production design is awesome, and it's shot really well. It's clunky still, but it's just looks amazing. So then you're just like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. This movie has one of the best shots of the year, though.
What's that?
Where the monster is standing on the horizon line in the snow, and that sunrise is like, makes me want to cry.
So pretty.
It is.
Yeah.
And if the rest of the movie looked like that, it
might be goated.
It would be goated, but I don't know, man. There's something about how uncanny this is that I'm like, yeah.
It's a likable beast. So that's when I walked out of it, I was kind of like, if this was like roundly rejected, I would stump for it, you know, because it is so like sweet and earnest, you know, and is trying stuff. But now that it's being like talked about as something like incredible, and it feels like people are making a thing about do you have no heart? Like, how could you not respond to it in this way? It's stranger to me.
Stranger Thing.
It's a stranger thing. One
of the Stranger Things.
Yeah. Christoph Waltz, his character's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because there's some really cool stuff with the creation of the monster, you know? There is some really great stuff in there, but I just couldn't get the tone. I just couldn't understand it.
Yeah. When he blows up the castle, not the movie castle, his castle that he's
thank
experimenting in, and the flames look like shit. I don't know. I was just like,
aw.
It looks so bad. I kind of love it a little bit, you know?
Well, let's talk about the other movie.
I'm trying to think of like other examples of like, I don't normally have that where something just has an uncanny and off feeling to it the whole time, and it just makes me love it. You have that more than me, though.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm trying to just think of examples of that, but
do you think it's because
here is one of those where like
yeah.
that is like your movie, you've cracked it, and you're just like in love with that movie.
Yeah.
But
it's a piece of shit.
But it's it's kind of a piece of shit. I mean, this is a different situation because this is like loved by people our age, but I don't know. That's like an example of that for you.
Absolutely.
That's like your thing.
You're right. I do have that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I go through here if I'll find more like that. I mean, we're going to talk about so many movies that there might be like one or two that are like that. That's just the odds, you know. So I completely get it. It's so interesting because I just assumed that you liked it a lot. Why did I assume you liked it a lot?
What, Frankenstein?
Yeah, because
I did like it a lot.
What did you give it? You gave it 4 and a heart.
I think I might have accidentally given it 4. I don't remember doing that.
That was it. That was it because you don't give ratings anymore. So I was like, holy shit, this is him putting a stamp on it, right? 4 stars, heart.
That might have been like an accidental bump. I don't know if I can't remember doing that. But at the same time, that is kind of where I would rate it is around 4 stars. So maybe I did do it. I can't remember.
Interesting. Because this is a perfect 3 and a heart for me, or maybe even a little lower. I have to watch it again now that it's completely changed reputation, because out of the film festivals, it was like kind of the reaction that I had a little bit. And I don't think I was like touched by that. I think I was going into it I watched it with Jackson, and I was just like, I would really like this to fuck. And I really do like Del Toro, and he had just watched a Del Toro movie for his class, and I don't know. I could feel it leaving me as it was going on. Okay, I'm gonna talk Regretting You, and Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Right, go for it.
These are 2 movies that are kind of shoddily made that I do find charming, but I would never stump for them. Regretting You is kind of incredible. It's this the second film in the Colleen Hoover verse.
Another one coming out in like 3 months, right?
Yes, we do. And I'm eagerly anticipating it. The first one, it ends with us, feels evil, not only because of the stuff like that came out afterwards, but mostly just like that movie's treatment of like domestic abuse is borderline like, I don't know. It is fascinating. It is like an incredible thing to behold. And this movie is not dealing with stuff that like controversial. It's dealing with 2 deaths and cheating or whatever. It never ever feels
melodramatic.
Very melodramatic. It's a what did I call it? Melodramcom. Melodramcom. And I think that the performances are all pretty stilted but kind of funny, and I think the dialogue is pretty stilted but pretty funny, and it's just like I would rather have like a shitty melodrama every like couple of months than like pretty much any other kind of franchise movie, and I just had a blast with it. I just thought it was so funny. And
I think I would also find this funny.
I
might check this out at some point.
Yeah, I say why not? It's gonna go on Paramount Plus or whatever. They have like 5 different Paramount films in this, in completely different situations. They just find ways to throw it in. It's incredible. I think there's a parts of this that you find really fucking funny. They have a scene with a flashback scene with Dave Franco and Allison. What's her name?
Allison Brie. No.
Allison Williams. I've been watching Girls.
Yeah.
She's really good in Girls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's incredible. They're supposed to be like 15, and they just put like a funny wig on them and have them in the pool. It's really there's some funny stuff in it. Now You See Me, Now You Don't is the funniest. My reviews of it's the funniest franchise we have. This thing. I gotta put my friend Ben on blast real quick.
Yeah,
because Ben loves these movies.
Ben makes the music for this show, for this broadcast.
Yes, he does. Yeah. We love him to death. He loves the first 2 movies, and so this was and I was like, I'm gonna treat you, sir, to a screening of Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And you know what? It's too woke for him, bro. The magicians were too woke for him. All right, I really couldn't place exactly
I feel like
what.
It's hard for. They're not entertaining. I haven't seen any of these movies, so are they? They're not entertaining magicians, are they?
Kind of.
Like I know that they're heist movies, but are they at like the comedy bar?
They're not at the comedy bar, but they do have. They're more like, well, who's the fucking famous magician? Like the big guy, the Get Freaked. That guy, your mind freak. That guy.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about magicians.
They're Vegas show style people.
Okay.
And in the first one,
I just feel like you can't be woke if you're going to be a magician because you're like part comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But these magicians, they are kind of anti-capitalist magicians. Who like to steal from the rich. They're Robin Hood magicians, and they make that part of their show. Mm-hmm. And usually they're free shows that there's like it's like spontaneous, like underground shows. If you know you're here, but there are like stadiums full of them somehow. And this one is just awesome. It's got a lot of like incredible casting. Like someone like us worked the casting here.
Yeah.
Because it's got
your guy Justin Smith and
Justin Smith.
Dominic Sessa's in this, right?
Yeah. Dominic Sessa and Justice Smith and Ariana Greenblatt, they all are given like substantial things to do as actors that they wouldn't have in any other franchise film. Like Dominic Sessa, like he breaks out of the movie with like it starts within this underground thing where he is. Jesse Eisenberg comes out. And he's like, hi, I'm Jesse Eisenberg. Here's my friends. And he introduces the 4 horsemen. And then he's like, I'm going to bring someone up from the stands. And he brings up Dominic Sessa. And then he's like, now we're going to, I don't know. They all go inside of Dominic Sessa, all the different parts. And so the first, like, 5 minutes is Dominic Sessa doing, like, pretty good impressions of each of the horsemen, like, as they're taking over his body.
Like, in his butt.
I mean, they don't go into his ass, but that's the wonderful part of these movies is that it starts out being like, the first one is like, this is how they feasibly did this. It might look incredible at the time or whatever, but here's the hatch, here's everything that they did, you know? And then as it goes on, they're just like fucking superheroes. They have a vague explanation for things, but it's really fucking silly. But he is on, Dominic Sessa is on fire for a lot of this movie. He's asked to be like a full, like, Hollywood star for it, and I think he steps up to it. I think the script kind of fails him sometimes, but then Rosamund Pike as the South African like blood diamond princess lady, she's incredible. Are you kidding? And Justice Smith has a great turn in it, and he has a lot of fun in it. It's just like this movie is fucking nonsense, but it's about it's got to eat the rich attitude and kind of a genuinely revolutionary kind of feel to it. While being like the stupidest fucking like mid-2000s blockbuster imaginable, and something about it is just kind of wonderful, and it just goes in one ear out the other, and that's how all of them are, you know. But I'll never be upset at one. I couldn't be upset at them. They're so fucking funny. A hologram of Mark Ruffalo appears at the end, and I'm just like, yes, awesome.
Are they going to be in Doomsday then?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's the implication.
All right.
All right. What do you want next?
We're getting Doomsday trailer in like a week or so, right?
Yeah, man. And the opening of not the opening, but 5 minutes of the Odyssey, right? You heard about this?
Yeah, I have.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great, man. All right. Here's what I'm saying. I told my Benjamin this like a week or two ago, and I was like, Benjamin, I gotta let you know, I'm feeling something in the wind here. Mm-hmm. This Avatar film is not going to do very well, and it might be rejected by society at large.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, the more trailers that come out, and I'm like, they're not really in Fire World that much. Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like that's the selling point of it. If it doesn't have the selling point of look how cool the water looks, and it's not look how cool volcanoes look, and they're doubling down on story in the trailers and stuff like that, I think this could be like just like make like $1 billion less. It's still gonna make like a fucking billion, but like
yeah.
And I don't know if it gets Oscars. I don't know if like I'm still gonna like it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he's gonna love it still. Mm. But I think we've got to be ready for a culture that spits out Avatar, and what happens after that. You know.
Yeah. We'll see about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Our early press screenings I don't know.
They've been interesting. They're not this resounding something. Mm-hmm. Like
not that any of them have been like, I don't know.
But
yeah,
there's a thing.
It doesn't feel like he's done it again.
No, yeah, the detractors of Avatar 2 were people like he just fucking did. It's just fucking Avatar again. Mm-hmm. This one feels a little bit different than that. People that like Avatar are like, I mean, it's kind of doing a lot of similar stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know? It just feels harder to get your fucking hands around.
The original title, the Seafarer.
I mean, that would have been incredible. I would have preached the gospel of this fucking movie. I would have been like Benny Safdie for the Smashing Machine with the fucking thing over me, like advertising in the streets of New York about the Seed Bearer, you know?
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
I got The Running Man on my list next.
Let's do it, dude. This is very similar to Frankenstein, I think, where it could be something where it either barely works. I would argue it rarely works, mm-hmm. but if you find it charming, it'll get you places. Because I think that this is... I went on with pretty low expectations. I went in like a week after it came out with my pops, mm-hmm. And we're big right heads. He introduced me to the Cornetto trilogy, you know, pretty early.
Oh, yeah.
And, he's pretty cool. And that, informed a good chunk of my movie viewing life. I don't know. I was kind of amazed by how little this movie works. I think it's, like, by far his worst movie. I don't think it's in contention, which I think that's where we disagree, because I've read your article.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was a great article.
All right.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job at Screen Rant.
You're trying to get a good job at Screen Rant?
No, I'm not trying to get a job at Screen
That'd
Rant.
be incredible.
That's how I feel every time I write like a ranking list, though, for that
website.
I mean, I'm like, oh, fuck.
There are fucking ways to do a ranking that aren't disgusting, and I think it's pretty obvious. Like, if you read like one thing of one chunk of a ranking video, you can article, you can tell if it's like the worst thing humanity's ever written, or like an actually like fine article.
Yeah.
Yours was actually on the fine side.
Oh wow! I'm on the fine side, guys.
No, it was great.
I'm gonna win awards.
Yeah, talk to me about this film.
Yeah, well, I think it's also barely functioning. I didn't have a bad time, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I mean, it was pretty low on my ranking, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I do think that like, I think Last Night in Soho was such a disappointment for me that this is still a little higher, but it's like this is bottom tier. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So. Yeah.
I just think that Last Night in Soho like works for me. I think the ending is bizarre, and I think it's like
that is one I would like to see it again.
Yeah, I think the problem that one feels like a Wright movie, and it feels like it has his kind of technical prowess and the structure of a Wright movie, and like I think it just wasn't a very interesting thing to center the movie around, and it's such a mystery box movie, and so the ending being like how it is really strange, and then like sours the rest of the movie, and it feels so small and slight. And that trailer was like incredible. Yeah. And I watched that trailer like a million times.
We're talking about Last Night in Soho.
Last Night in Soho,
not
yes.
Running Man.
I mean, The Running Man, I think had a great trailer. I
Yes, you do like the trailer. I remember that.
I do like the trailer, and I think it's just because I'm like, this is exactly what this man should be doing. This is something that he's been wanting to do for a while, this like adaptation, and it's just like something that only needs like pretty kinetic, cool action and a nice like relentless pace. Mm-hmm. This is like, it's a perfect vehicle for style.
It is.
The first movie is also...
This should be Hot Fuzz or World's End.
Yeah. This is the perfect place for the quick editing, flashy shit, like weird expressionistic stuff. Or at the very least, just like that relentless pace. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, he's gone ambitious with this one.
Yeah. I think this is a movie that has some studio interference, though. Have you heard about that?
Because I thought that too.
Katie O'Brien's wife has said that she was cut significantly from this movie.
Really?
Yes. So I think there is a right cut of this that is a lot better.
Interesting.
And I think that this is his kind of his biggest movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah, definitely. Budget-wise, at least. And
so I think there's a bit of tweaking going on that I don't want to put on Edgar Wright.
Might have been played, because I thought that too when I watched it. But then I listened to the big picture thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe it's just this dude fucking made this in a year.
That is true. And this is very quick.
Maybe Wright needs... Not only like he needs a writing partner, which I've thought since Baby Driver. Like Baby Driver is something that I feel like has some of the warning signs that Last Night in Soho and Running Man would become, but it fucks, and most of it is the action, and the stuff that isn't the action is still pretty endearing and sweet, and simple in a way that I think works. Mm-hmm. He might need a writing partner, you know. And if he doesn't have a writing partner, he needs to fucking think about it and like have it perfectly structured. That's the thing. Like all of his movies are like structured to a fucking T, except for this one.
Edgar writing partner.
Yeah. And so maybe if he doesn't have a nice script, and he's got this super ambitious thing where he wants to be like Fight Club, Natural Born Killers, or whatever, but he doesn't commit to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that I assumed were fucking just messy or interference or whatever, it seemed to like he talked about it in kind of a loving way, but I mean, that is his job to promote this. Wright's doing it like Big Picture isn't this like totemic piece of journalism with its interviewers. It is still a means of promoting something.
Yeah. So
if there was studio interference, he probably wouldn't talk about it for sure, but maybe he would be able to convincingly show like, this went great. I can't believe I pulled it off, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how he feels about it. Because he's a man of taste. He should know. He should be able to look at this and be like, holy shit, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like that was his attitude.
Let's talk about some of the people in this movie. So do you like Glenn?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I think there are parts where he's like great.
Well, that's the thing. He's like his character is parts. His character is a bunch of different kind of things, and I would really like to see a version of this movie where he's like always angry and doesn't have any jokes. I think it would be a really cool test of Glenn Powell, and I think he probably could do it. But they give him those cameras and they give him like one-liners, and then it's weird when he's not the normal Glenn Powell, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's a convincing action lead, and he's a cool actor with cool taste usually. I mean, he does have cool taste. He fucking like co-wrote a movie with Linklater, you know?
Yeah. I really like Brolin in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I like Brolin in anything pretty much.
I mean, he's had 3 movies this fall.
Yeah, it's Weapons, this, and what's the other one?
What is the other one? Oh, he's in Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh,
I will talk about that in a moment.
Yeah, copy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the action is very good in this movie.
I think the motel scene's like kind of it.
Me too.
There's a car scene that's like okay, car chase sequence that's like all right.
Yeah.
How do you like Michael Cera? Because I think he just gets Edgar Wright's vibe, and I've been wanting them to reunite for a while.
I was really excited for that, and that chunk didn't work for me. I've heard other people say that that's a chunk that did work for them.
Yeah.
But I thought I was still like reeling from what it's trying to say and what it's trying to do, especially with his own whole zines thing and his kind of anarchist thing. But it feels like they're making fun of it a little bit, but part of it wants to be like completely on their side.
Yeah.
I think it's just a very confused movie about its messaging.
It is.
And so then I really didn't like the mom
Yeah, I thought that was awful.
Yeah, and I wonder because she was just like super like a terrible person, and I wonder if in a different movie that was cranked entirely to extremes, and this was a representation of like a MAGA mom or whatever, maybe it works. But like in this, I just like I just am like genuinely like just upset. I don't know. I really don't. I just want her off the screen, and he has a lot of the exposition to do. And I was really like hyping up that action sequence in my head because I like the parts that they show in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, it didn't work for me that much.
I think where it really falls apart though is the what's the actress's name from Coda?
Oh,
Amelia Jones?
Yeah. What is her? Amelia Jones. Amelia or Jones. Both one of those sounds right. I don't think they go together.
Yeah.
But that was maybe the most insane thing I've seen.
Yeah,
in
Amelia
a movie,
Jones. That's her name.
In a movie all year.
Yeah.
Is that they act like she's been in the whole fucking movie.
Exactly. I was like, what is this?
How are you? They pin like a genuine like kind of emotional change on her, like in the plane. I just have no clue.
And then correct me if I'm wrong, because you saw this more recently than I did. He launches her ass from the plane, and we don't see her again.
No, I don't think we do. No,
That's weird.
she has like a bag of something.
She has a bag of like manifestos.
Oh yeah, the zines.
The zines, yeah.
And then she's gone. I mean, we assume she gets the zines out there because we have the grand revolution at the end. But yeah, we don't see her. So weird. Such a strange thing. I don't know. I just don't know what he was thinking. Other than it sounds like that part was similar to how it is in the book, and maybe he was just like trying to be very accurate to the book, which it sounds like it was pretty accurate to the book.
Yeah, up until about the end.
Up until the very ending, which I think is a coward's move.
I don't know if like a major studio can do that though, like in a post 9/11 world. So,
but they still fly it into the. Did they not fly? No, it blows up.
It blows up.
You're right. We should at least die. Could they kill him in the studio movie?
I have no idea.
They could do it.
I haven't seen the original, which I know is very different than this one.
Yeah, it's nothing like
And
this.
I haven't, obviously, I don't read. I don't know how to read, so
Yeah.
all I know how to do is go to the movies and sit in a chair for a couple hours.
Yeah. It's a fucking frustrating movie. But now I've learned, like, I just feel like I can't believe I fell for it twice with the right movie.
Yeah.
Now, you know? I thought I
I'm
learned
really
my
tripping
lesson.
up on the Katie O'Brien stuff. That's so weird to me. Like, I don't know. Like, just like they completely waste Katie O'Brien, right?
They do.
And I was wondering, I was like, well, maybe she signed on to do it, like, before Love Lives Bleeding came out. And before she kind of became, like, a thing in the art house community, you know? Because that's her breakthrough.
Yeah.
That movie. So I'm like, well, you know, she signed on to do it before then. I could see her having a smaller part.
Yeah, but no.
But, like, no, this went into production in, like, fall of 24, a year ago. Like, that's weird.
Because it didn't strike me as anything being cut from her plotline because both of those characters felt like super disposable, and that was like the only reason for them to exist. And they have the whole thing about her, the person being like, I've studied the games, and there's always these types of people or whatever. It felt like she was just an archetype.
Yeah.
But they ruined the action in this movie, the stuff that even looked good in the trailer, by having that stupid overlay over it. I thought that was so stupid.
Yeah.
They have this whole... I don't know why you don't just show it as it is. It made it look so trashy. I don't know. There's like there's a choice to make almost all the action scenes shot like a Kardashian thing. That makes sense like within the story, but I just does not work for an action movie.
Shout out Glenn Powell's towel, though.
Yeah, shout out.
Towel. My
Shout
towels just
out.
fall off my body, so...
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Shout out his ass. Shout out.
His abs.
Yeah, shout out his abs. Shout out his fucking hog, I bet.
Sure, his Powell.
Yeah, his Powell. Oh, man. Makes me sad. Makes me sad to talk about. Because usually, like, a really ambitious movie that has something to say is really up my alley, even if it's a complete mess. But I just don't think this has anything to say. I think it wants to have something to say, and it doesn't. And it has kind of a cowardice to it.
Yeah.
But then it so wants to be that it's just dragging everything else down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of a slog of a movie.
Yeah. I mean, that third act is
Really
rough.
frustrating. But I had a nice time with my father. Wicked.
All right, let's talk Wicked.
You haven't seen Wicked yet.
I have seen Wicked.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you liked my very clever review.
Okay. Let me see what you. Oh yeah, I do remember. You've been busting out some bangers recently.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. For listeners at home, his review is for most of the movie she's the Wicked Witch of the West, but for one scene they let her be the Wicked Witch of the Wet. That's just
Put
that's
me
just
on SNL.
That's a poet
things.
laureate right there. That's our man.
This movie pissed me off.
Yeah, piss you off. Go off, Queen.
I like the first one.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I think it's like pretty flawed, but I don't think that movie's bad. But I don't know. I don't know what happened with this one. Like, it's some of the worst directing I've seen in a while. Why? I mean, this isn't really the movie's fault, I guess. But I think these songs are nothing. Even the ones that people like from the second half, I was like,
do you like the I'm gonna ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba?
Not really. I don't. I can't remember a single musical sequence in this movie, honestly. Which, what, you know?
Yeah. What is right, sir?
Yeah. Did you think we're spoiling these movies? But did you think when Jonathan Bailey shows up at the end as the Scarecrow, he looks like Deadpool?
I mean, I saw everyone say that, but not really. I mean, I was looking for it, but I don't know.
He looks like Deadpool with his face all scarred.
Oh, I didn't really think about it like
you
that.
think it looked like Deadpool with a mask on?
No, I thought it looked like Ryan. People were saying it looked like Ryan Reynolds.
It does look like Ryan Reynolds, though.
I have to look at it again.
I mean, it's like one shot. It's like they barely show his face.
Yeah.
It's for 1 second. So
I think there's like maybe one or two things in this movie where it seems like John M. Chu had like an idea for the direction of it and how to stage something, and the rest of it feels like just like let's get there and let's get through this.
Yeah.
Kind of a let's get through this attitude. I think there's one part of this that I really like a whole lot, and that is the bit I like the For Good song, and I like the ending of the For Good song where they're separated by the door, and I'm like, that seems like that's a real movie thing to do. Like that looked like a real movie, and that felt like a real movie for like a little bit there, and it feels like something that like an adaptation of a stage musical can do.
Yeah.
Which is like aid it with some fucking filmic language, dog. But a lot of it was not aided by filmic language, and some of it was just borderline like incomprehensible. And the stuff that they do with Wizard of Oz is bizarre and kind of stupid. But I did have fun with this movie. I thought I liked the melodrama of it, and I like that she has funny sex in the tree. I laughed pretty hard when there's this reveal of the bed where they're flying in the air and then they float down on the bed and then they fuck.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. And she has a funny cardigan. I'm trying to remember other things about this movie that I liked.
Dude,
it's kind of hard to
If
remember.
they showed him turning into the Tin Man, that'd be like the best scene of the year. If they went full body horror with it, you know. Obviously they can't
went
do that,
a little bit. I was surprised to how it was kind of gnarly.
I was hoping to be Tetsu the Iron Man, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it would be so sick. I would like to see that, but yeah.
I think that part of it's really funny.
It is pretty funny.
When the Tin Man is like just really mad.
Yeah, you like the part outside of the castle or whatever where he was fear-mongering?
He's a little goofy, yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He was like, he's so in it, you know?
The use of Coleman Domingo is weird in this movie.
It really is. Why do they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you why they do that.
Give the lion 2 lines.
Because I think that I said ever since they changed the name of this movie that they're going to try and adapt the other books. They're going to be like, now this is not Wicked Part 2. This is Wicked for Good. And the next one will be called Wicked Fuck. I don't know. But they have all those books to draw from, and they could just make original stories. And they're testing the waters with like the original songs here. Maybe they could do more of that. But the original songs here suck ass.
Yeah.
I could tell like immediately which ones were. And there are some really awful writing in those songs, man.
Yeah.
like pretty like the most on the nose it could be. And this is not a movie full of subtle songs, you know? I don't know. I was expecting to like it a little less than I did because the worst part of Wicked is the end of Wicked with the CGI fucking superhero shit. And I was like, well, this next one's going to be all of that. Nothing at Shiz University or whatever. No fun stuff. And there isn't a lot of fun stuff, but I liked the stupid fantasy melodrama of it.
Michelle Yeoh's not good in this.
No, she isn't.
I think that's so funny. I love what she's been doing though. You know, you seen it.
Wicked Witch. Yeah.
Wicked Witch.
Wicked Witch.
So fucking cool. We got to get her on the show.
Here's something that I liked about it. All right, I remember now. I think some of the songs or some of the emotional beats of it, I felt tapped into AWA of theater kids, and I'm like, this has meant so much to like so many fucking dorks in the world, and I feel it. You know, I see why you would feel this way, and I see you like an avatar. All right, and when I was in AWA, you know, I was vibing on it. I was just like, I find the people that like this kind of endearing right now, and I'm getting swept up in it a little bit. The fucking the sisters of it all, and the Jonathan Bailey getting crucified of it all. Yeah, I don't know. I locked in some of these times, you know, even though it doesn't look good, and the choreography is not good, and the staging isn't good, and some of the acting is not good, and writing's not good, and you know, I don't know.
This is like Frankenstein.
Yeah, I felt very similarly to this than I do Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, it's the same kind of vibe.
Yeah, but Frankenstein has a lot more cool shit in it. It's just Frankenstein is more frustrating to me than this one. This one's like, well, they kind of did it, I guess. Like, it's nice that we have a version of Wicked that we can watch on the television. I don't know. Okay. But the people seem to have not liked this as much.
Yeah, I'm curious about its Oscar chances.
Me too.
And its box office got like, it's getting its shit rocked by Zootopia.
Yeah, it is. We can talk Topia. Let's talk Topia.
You can talk Topia. I haven't seen Topia. I'll probably see it sometime this week.
I'll talk Topia. I snuck away from the family preparation stuff like that because everyone was taking a nap or whatever. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go hit the Topia, you know.
Yeah.
And I hit the Topia, and it was a packed house right in the center of it, and that was a wonderful way to experience it. Yeah. And there was a little kid next to me, a little girl, and she was fucking like Aiden pilled, like early Aiden pilled, like movie watcher activation stuff or whatever. Where she was like, I think it's a pretty clever script, really well plotted, and it's got a lot of stuff that comes back around or whatever. It's got a structure of a fucking noir movie or whatever, or like a paranoid thriller at some points, and a lot of stuff that came back, she would be like, "Holy shit, that's like that." Like she'd say kind of loud, like that's the thing from the before or whatever. You see your fucking mind get blown by just like the structure of the movie, and some of the beats of it. And that's a wonderful thing to feel, and the people were laughing in all the right spots. It was just a nice experience, but I do think it is the best script to come out of a Disney movie in a long time. It's
fascinating to see the reception of it, because I've seen the first Zootopia once, thought it was fine. You know, I think it was a little too old for it when it came out. Mm-hmm. And I thought for sure that this was like just like a Moana 2 type of thing.
Yeah,
you know,
I was expecting it too, and I don't really like the first one. Mm-hmm. I think the first one's metaphor is really sloppy.
Yeah, smash though, both of them.
Yeah, I guess so. I can't get on board with the whole smash Judy Hopps thing of it all, even though I think it's kind of mainstream now to want to fuck Judy Hopps.
Yeah, what about, what's his name, Nick Wilde?
Nick Wilde?
Yeah.
I can see a little bit more, but I don't know. I mean, I understand where both sides are coming from, okay? I'm not oblivious to the charms, okay? But I just don't feel it. You seen those dudes, though? Those dudes with the podcasts? Being like, she's like 30% hotter. They know what they're doing. They're like dudes like us. They look exactly like us. But this one's metaphor tracked a lot better for me, and it is like a pretty good radicalization of our youth a little bit. It feels like something that actually could do a lot of good for kids, and feels kind of at odds with the corporation that's making it in a way that a lot of stuff that not radicalized me, but kind of alerted me to that kind of stuff as a kid did. Mm-hmm. And it just has a lot of like filmmaking language and stuff like that it's the kind of movie that when I was a kid I saw it and I was like, I don't really know what's different about that movie, but I can tell something's fucking different about it than the normal stuff I watch.
Yeah. And
it doesn't treat kids like stupid fucking idiots. And it's okay to get dark with it. Yeah. And it is about real shit.
That's what I ask for all the time.
Exactly. And that's why I watch these fun kids movies to just kind of like keep tabs with that. And this is one of the better ones. And I think I was playing a little game. I was like, what is the last Disney released film that is better than this? And including Fox. I went back as far as like the First Omen. First Omen was like the only thing I was like, well, and then I went past that further.
I thought you meant kids movie. I was like, what are you talking about?
No, just Disney released film.
Yeah,
including fucking Fox, which they've bought and destroyed. And that's the last one that I could even think is like maybe I think about that. So I do recommend it. I don't know if I just got swept up in it, and because there has been some people being like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, you're gonna get that with kids movies, and if it's an adult reviewing it, like it's not for them, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just really appreciated it.
Yeah.
And I think that the dialogue is pretty nice. It's got a lot of fucking BoJack Horseman puns in it, you know. Some of them are better than others, and the humor is not always my thing. But for what it is and what it's trying to do, I think it couldn't be much better than it is. And yeah, I don't know. It's got a lot of fucking love in it and into the script, which is something you almost never see. There's a lot of movies out there that are really polished to a T, have a lot of love put into the animation or whatever, but that script is like fundamentally busted. And this doesn't feel like it was something that had a lot of like studio oversight. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel clean.
Yeah,
I don't know.
How many more movies do you have to talk about? Because I have 4 on my list here, one of which you've seen.
Not too many.
Okay.
I got like 1 that you haven't seen.
Okay.
2, I guess, if you count the fucking Tarantino, the Fortnite thing.
Talk about the Fortnite thing, because I think he's a fucking coward.
Okay. So here's what's happened for the people at home. A man named Quentin Tarantino, who's been on a fucking heater of a press tour right now, just destroying his name, is going to release Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair, which is a 4.5 hour long version of his 2 Kill Bill films that has never been released before. There's been a version of it that's been released, that's been shown in theaters 3 times, one at Cannes, one or Venice, one of those, and twice at his theater. Now it's getting a full release, and he is promoting it everywhere, including on Fortnite, where you can play as Uma Thurman, the bride, in there. And as part of that collaboration,
but I want to play as Lucy Liu.
I mean, that's a good call, good taste.
Yeah.
But included in that crossover is a short film, a 10-minute short film that Quentin Tarantino himself has directed, which is this lost chapter of the movie that Quentin Tarantino's talked about forever, that he didn't get made, be it through budget or just it didn't fit or whatever. It's never been made. And so he's now finally gotten the opportunity to direct it through Fortnite, I guess. So the animation is a little better than average for Fortnite. It's a lot more expressive. And it's got a little bit of juice when it comes to the direction. Man, for being hyped up that much, it is a whole lot of nothing. It is just a fight scene. And it's alright. And they have like Fortnite characters in the background fucking around. Peely's here, okay.
We're living in the worst time.
Yeah, it really is. It felt really dystopian.
God, for him to go on to podcast for the past few years and be like, 2019 was the last good year for movies, and then just go make some shit with Peely in the background. It's bullshit.
Where you're censoring the blood with fucking shield juice.
Exactly. Just make your 10th movie, dude, and fuck off. I'm tired of hearing about this guy. Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Basterds still mean a lot to me, but I'm tired of this dude's presence. He's like a tumor.
He is. You've seen all the stuff he's been saying, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen everything, but,
See his Paul Dano thing?
I haven't seen that. What do you say?
So he made a whole list of his 25 best movies of the century, or whatever.
Okay.
And
maybe I should do a reaction video to that or something.
Yeah, maybe. One of them is There Will Be Blood. And he said it would have been higher, but this is a 2-hander, and one of the hands suck ass. And that's Paul Dano.
Ooh.
He says Paul Dano is completely outmatched in this movie.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the fucking point of that movie, but it's whatever. And he said, who did he say would be better? Oh, Austin Butler. He's like, Austin Butler would be better in the role.
Austin Butler was 8.
I know. It's such a weird thing to say. That's why I say it. But he's like, Paul Dano is weak sauce. He's always weak sauce. He's the weakest member of SAG.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wonder what's his beef with Paul Dano?
I don't know. He just was like super mean to him.
Jesus Christ!
Like it felt even more harsh.
I hope he's just like doing a bit, and Paul Dano is the star of his next movie.
He's so funny. He's announcing. Yeah. I mean, that would be incredible. All my respect for him.
I take back everything I just said about Peely.
Yeah, I mean, I'd watch it. I think you should probably watch it. It's one of the like.
I don't have Fortnite. Do you have Fortnite? Or did you have to like go to someone's place?
I fucking watched it on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not officially on YouTube, but there's rips.
All right.
Yeah, my friends do have Fortnite downloaded. I played a little bit of the Simpsons season because I like Simpsons.
I don't think I've played since 2018.
I mean, fair enough, man.
Yeah.
I think it's fair. Sometimes I go back to Halloween stuff if I want to get a little bit of Halloween vibes because it feels missing elsewhere. But I'll
have to find this like best of the century list or something, and
yeah, do it. I mean, it's a weird list.
I think maybe you disagree with me, but I think we should, with some of our YouTube content, we should do like reactions to Ben Shapiro's like one battle after another review, and
sure,
just like talk about it, you know.
fucking butthurt about a guy who's trying to rage bait us. Yeah, sure. I don't know why I said those two phrases back and back. It makes me feel like less of a man, but yeah, we could do that. Let's do it, bro. Let's do reaction farm content. Let's react to the like second trailer of.
I don't want to do that. I just want to react to Ben Shapiro.
It's just a Ben Shapiro. Yeah, let's do it. Political commentators take on Oscar movies. That sounds awesome. They're going to be coming around here.
They will be, yeah.
All right, you hit me with one, man.
All right, I saw Train Dreams.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorites of the year. I've been really excited for it since it got pretty rave reviews out of Sundance earlier this year. I think we talked about Life of Chuck back in June.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like in my head a lot when I saw that, and it was my favorite movie of the year for a couple weeks. And like this had a very similar effect where I was like just kind of just in the right headspace to just like feel bad, you know?
That's beautiful, man.
So I totally just like all worked well, it doesn't all work for me, but it just hit, you know?
Yeah.
I was, you know, just in the right headspace for it. It looks incredible, you know? It's like so earnest about being a film shot on a digital camera. I feel like movies want to look like they're shot on film. Yeah. And are scared to look like you know when you go to like a Costco and they're showing off their 4K TVs and they just have like stock footage of like beautiful flowers. Movies are scared to be that. And this movie's not scared to be that. And it looks gorgeous. And just like with the widest lenses possible, and they're throwing the camera on trees and stuff like that. And Joel Edgerton is feeling bad, and he's really good in this. I don't know a lot about Joel Edgerton, to be honest. I'm trying to think of what else I've seen him in.
Yeah, what else? It's just a name here floating around. Yeah. You know? He's been in like a couple of studio fucking trashes or whatever, but I don't have a huge reaction to it. It wasn't
like really what I thought it was going to be. It was kind of like, is this whole dude's life of him like feeling bad and down about stuff. There's some awful use of narration in this movie that I think if it wasn't there, I would like it more. Just
weird.
We don't need it.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that from what I heard about the movie.
William H. Macy's in this. Has a better performance in this than he does in Running Man.
You don't say.
Yeah. I think you should. I think you'll really like it though. Whenever you get to seeing it.
I just don't have Netflix right now.
Yeah, I know you don't. But so did you watch Stranger Things at your parents' place or something?
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch this with my dad. He wants to watch it, so that's another reason.
All right. Yeah. I think it's like earnest in a way that you'll like.
I think so too. Yeah. I think I really will like
I think we'll both be sad sacks of shit or whatever.
But isn't that a wonderful feeling?
Big SSS, you know.
But I really like what you said about like maybe this doesn't all work for me, but it's like at a spot where I can.
Well, that's exactly how I felt about Life of Chuck, which also has bad narration in it.
Yeah, so, you're right.
Yeah.
But there's that kind of feeling of like it gets one punch in at the very beginning, and it hits you in like the right spot, and you're feeling it. You're like, all right, keep punching me right there, dude. Mm-hmm. And there's this like a feeling where you start to not be a stupid movie freak, and you start to actually feel something.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful feeling, you know? I'm going to talk Eternity with you.
Okay.
So this movie
is also what I'm hoping to catch sometime in the next week.
Do it. I won't talk too much about it then. But it's a movie that has an incredible premise. Mm-hmm. The premise is that
this is also one that people are liking that you're not liking.
Yeah. Our generation really likes this movie. Mm-hmm. And I think that this is something I've been thinking about a lot, is like a lot of the people that I listen to, and I listen to a lot of people, especially with my job or whatever, they're all like 10, 15, 20 years older than me. Mm-hmm. I have a couple of touchstones that are like my age or whatever, but I think that's really informed my taste in a lot of ways. Eternity feels like something that should be incredible because it's got this amazing premise and some actors that I think work for this. They're kind of like, I think this premise could be like, you can get some really amazing actors for it and an amazing script, and it could just like be one of the most important movies of the year. But it's not, and it isn't, because I don't know. Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen are doing fun stuff in this. You'll see. They have the thing that they're doing, which is pretty cute and is a good idea. I think Callum Turner is like completely nothing in this movie, which is kind of a bummer for a three-hander and something that relies entirely on the juice that they have. But mostly it's just this is a super unambitious movie, and it seems okay with that, and not really interested in diving any deeper into anything. And it's not fun enough and not funny enough to do that successfully. So it was a bummer.
Yeah.
But I think this could hit you pretty hard if you're in the right spot for it. And if, I don't know, if you're just feeling more receptive to it, I guess. And, yeah, you go next.
All right. I saw Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out movie. This is some of my sister's favorite movies are the Knives Out movies. So I've made an effort to see Glass Onion with her in theaters when it had like one day in theaters 3 years ago? 3 years ago, yeah. And then this one as well.
2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2022. It was late 2022.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the weakest of them, and I think I'm in the minority for feeling that way.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't particularly love the mystery. This is one that I need to avoid spoiling.
Right.
I don't particularly love the mystery in this. I don't find it all that interesting. It has some stuff. Do you know what it's about? Have you seen the trailer for it or anything?
Vaguely.
Okay. I mean, it's a kind of a movie about religion and stuff like that. So that's like what it's like talking about. Whereas the last one was about billionaires or whatever. But, I don't love the mystery in this. And it's like kind of obvious to me, not how it plays out, but like who the catalyst of the event is just because of casting. And the casting is the weakest part of this movie because like what's great about the first two are these like ensembles of very famous people.
Yeah.
And at any point, like, I don't know, there's a point in every movie where I'm like, well, it could be this person, this person could be doing something wrong. And I think this movie completely like wastes.
Bypasses that.
Like Andrew Scott and Kaylee Spaney. Like they're just nothing parts.
Oh, that's
I never once questioned their role in this at all. Like the movie could operate pretty much the exact same without them. And that's like weird to me.
That's not the way that it should be.
Yeah.
Both of the other movies aren't like that.
They aren't like that. Josh O'Connor's really good though.
I've heard it's mostly a Josh O'Connor movie.
I would say so. Again, and then I was gonna get into a spoiler. Brolin's in this. He's good. Thomas Hayden Church, who I don't see very often.
Oh, fun.
I like seeing him and stuff. He doesn't have a huge part in this, but I don't know. It's just like the fun that I have in the first two movies of like seeing famous people like at a dinner party is like not as present in this one. And I don't really like that as much. But like the script is still smart. The mystery is still like complex and an onion, so to speak. But it is my least favorite of them, and maybe I need to see it again. It's pretty funny. The first half, it's pretty funny, I think. There's some jokes about jacking off that I like.
Cool. Cool.
So, as a 15-year-old boy staring down the barrel of 23,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find it emotional at all?
Not really, no.
Interesting. Is it trying to be more because it's about his relationship with faith?
I don't really find the first two all that emotional either, though.
No, I kind of assumed that this one might be because I've heard it's about his, like, Ryan Johnson's relationship with faith and stuff like that. And it's a little more serious.
Maybe if you have a relationship with faith, you can relate to this. I mean, I just don't. I don't.
Hell yeah, brothers.
So,
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I'll be watching it when it comes on Netflix.
Yeah.
Last year I went with the last time, Glass Onion, I went with my family in the theater, and it was wonderful. This was just didn't work out. But it'll be a wonderful little treat on Netflix, I think.
I don't know. Also, like, I did see this with a pretty packed theater because people do like these movies and they will show up because it's unlimited. And I don't feel like the audience was like super engaged with the movie's humor, even though I thought it was really funny.
Interesting.
I know, so that was kind of, and maybe, I don't know. One theater is not a good gauge of how everyone feels about a movie.
Do you feel people turned on Glass Onion?
A little bit.
Because I feel like everyone was kind of in agreement when it came out of like this was really fun.
Yeah, and I feel like I've seen a lot of people be like, But I still think that movie's good.
Me too.
We have one that we've both seen.
Oh, tell me.
We have After the Hunt.
Oh, shit, we haven't even talked about After the Hunt yet.
Yeah.
After the Hunt is the new film from Luca Guadagnino that tackles the woke, or does it?
Yes.
What do you think?
I was kind of bored. That's what I think. Yeah.
We talked about this a little bit.
You and I did talk about
We had a really great conversation, I thought, about it.
Yeah.
But we didn't film it or record it, so fuck you, dorks. But I think this is a really interesting movie, even though it's not actively interesting for most of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like that's the point, kind of, which is kind of stupid, kind of pretentious, but kind of funny. It seems like a movie that is just trying to take the piss, and that's kind of it. It feels very in conversation with something like Eddington, but people are trying to attribute it to something more like Tar.
Yeah.
I think it is something that's just like... I think the main thesis of it is that people care a lot about being woke, politically correct, empathetic, until it has anything to do with their own life, and then that shit goes away fast. That's the thesis, I think, of the movie. Mm-hmm. And how much... And the people talking in flowery language and in academia is part of the joke.
Yes.
Is this... And Tar has that too.
Yes, I agree with you.
Tar at the beginning is like incomprehensible, and by the end of the movie you're like, that's the point.
If they're throwing around the phrase "pause it" in a day-to-day conversation, you know something's up.
Yeah. But I did find a lot of this movie funny. Mm-hmm. Even if it is just like in structure, like you're still making me watch this, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it's mean. It's kind of a mean movie, especially the last scene with Andrew Garfield, like with Julia Roberts or whatever. That's a mean scene.
I love Garfield in this, though.
He's really good.
He's really good.
Him fucking boning with the fucking his meal, his huge meal.
Yeah, they go to him and Julia Roberts, and they go to like lunch or whatever.
The day after the accusations.
Yeah, he's cooking, man. And the day after I saw this, or like maybe 2 days after, I was like, I gotta throw the Social Network on just so I can feel more of that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. He's so fun. He's so awesome. That movie, Social Network's so awesome. Mm-hmm. Also, Reznor and Ross.
It is, yeah.
This is a very light touch of the Reznor and Ross, though. A lot of stuff that I was like, that was kind of cool. Like, going more traditional with that.
Well, speaking of that, like, I think one of my mistakes watching this movie was that I saw Challengers like 2 days before. I rewatched Challengers like right before this, and that's a movie with. That's just the opposite of this to me.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, Challengers, you know.
It's the best paced movie of all time.
Challengers asks for something a little different, but just having that on my brain while I was watching this and being bored to death was like, I don't know, a little detrimental.
Yeah, this is a movie in a malaise, and it is okay with that. It wants to be that. And I think a lot of the individual scenes are pretty interesting. I really like when he's throwing a hissy fit during the dinner or whatever. He's going in and out of the doors. I thought that was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. I think what's his name, Michael Stromberg, I think. Yeah. I think he's really good in it. I think pretty much everyone's pretty good in it. Julie Roberts kind of has the least interesting role in the whole thing, which is kind of a bummer. But she has a great scene at the end, which I don't really know what to make at the end. Like her whole speech.
Yeah.
It's dark shit.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't really know quite what it meant. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what this movie really thinks about Ao's character. It seems to be of the two minds.
That's the most Eddington part of it, is that sort of thing.
You're right. This idea of like, I don't think they're making fun of well-meaning teenagers, but they're not. Mm-hmm. I think they're just like everyone. It's similar to Eddington. Everyone's looking for some kind of piece of control, and for when it comes to After the Hunt, it's people like really wanting to feel like they have a moral superiority over people, and like really, really, really being excited about that. And instead of actually wanting to promote justice or any of that kind of thing, they are mostly just there to feel like they are doing something in a world that doesn't feel like it has any sort of meaning, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think it hates those people. Luca Guadagnino, famously woke-ass filmmaker.
Yes.
But I think he's frustrated by the types of people that he comes into contact with a lot. But, I mean, what's weird to me is that I've heard the script is better. Have you heard this?
No, I haven't heard
I've heard they butchered the script.
I really haven't heard much talk about After the Hunt, if I'm going to be frank with you.
Yeah, you can be frank with me, man. I think we got that kind of relationship going. You know,
Yeah.
I think you can actually be frank with me
One
about
of the
life
few
of the
people I
hunt.
can be frank with, and one of the few people I can be Shirley with. So,
You stupid bitch.
Yeah.
That was yeah, excellent. Speaking of sexist language, this movie has some good stuff about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I really think this is an interesting movie and something that I do have an affection for, but I would never recommend it to a single person in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I watched it while I was preparing a little Thanksgiving thing for my Friendsgiving, and it was just a nice vibe, man. I just found myself getting a lot more interested in it than I thought I would be. Even though in the middle I was like completely, like you're saying, just like, holy shit, man. Why is this still happening? Where are we going? They fucking, like, he gets fired pretty early in the movie, and you're just like, what could possibly be the next like hour and a half?
yeah.
And then it's just like, I mean, it's after the hunt, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. Weird movie, man. But I do think about it. I don't know. You got any others?
Yep. My last one, I got Sentimental Value, which I went and saw the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think I really do think it might be like my one for the year, man.
Hello.
What's this guy's name? Johan
Trier.
Do you like Worst Person in the World? You seen it? You haven't seen it? No.
This is one that I'm like, this sounds so much up my fucking alley.
Oh,
it was
you
one.
love it.
Yeah, it was one where also, it's an excuse for a lot of these kinds of movies where it was like one that I wanted to watch with my ex, and then we never got around to it. And then since then, it's just like I want this to be like this perfect moment, like where I put it on. I want to have a fucking reaction to it, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't just fucking throw it on, but it will be done, and I will see this movie sometime within this next week.
Awesome.
I'll get down to Salt Lake.
Yeah. It's way more meta than I thought it was going to be. It's about actors and directors, and it's very like episodic in how it tells its story.
Really?
Yeah. Like it cuts to black, and we'll cut to a new chapter kind of thing.
That's so cool.
Um,
That's so cool that that's getting this level of acclaim then.
Mm-hmm.
Usually that stuff is pretty like hit or miss with people.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Elle Fanning is like great in this. What's her name?
Better or worse than in Predator?
She's better in this.
Okay.
I don't know this actress's name.
Renee Reisbach.
Yeah.
What's her name? Show me the name. Let me see if I can do it because I've heard her name. So
Sorry, everyone. I'm not European.
Renee
Reneves? I don't know.
Yeah.
The character's name is Nora.
She's sick in
A Different Man.
Yes.
Yeah. She's great in this. It's like she's got her sister in this as well. She's also very good. Praising the performances. It's one of the funniest scenes of the year is in this movie. That's
you got that, man.
Sorry, I've been tripping up all my words all day. Do you want me to like tell you it, or do you like want to like wait? It's not like a spoiler, but like
give me like a vagary to it. We'll talk about it next week.
there is a character, a little boy who receives a present from his grandfather.
Awesome.
And you will definitely appreciate it. You'll appreciate what the birthday present is.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
But funnier than, because right now the funniest scene of the year for me is the fireworks for Eddington.
Well, that's
Fireworks
like the fireworks scene is like borderline a Tim Robinson sketch.
Yeah.
This is like inside baseball kind of.
Oh,
So,
cool.
But you are inside baseball on this one.
I'm inside the baseball.
So you'll appreciate it, I think.
I'm mad I got spoiled the end song of this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have hit hard, I think.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's a movie about making movies and
I like those.
about how we connect and reconnect.
I like
and
connecting.
It's lovely. I think it's a lovely movie, and I'm having a hard time describing how it makes me feel. But I think it is my favorite movie of the year right now.
Ain't those the best
So,
kinds of movies, though? It's wonderful,
Yeah.
man. It's hard. I love a movie that you really can't feel like you can't do justice, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe you should just write a damn review about it. You know?
I can try.
That's
Yeah.
what I've been figuring out recently is like when I feel like a stupid idiot because I can't fucking say something and I try to write it down, like man, I'm not a fucking idiot. I just can't fucking talk.
I don't know. I feel like I need to like see it again to really articulate what I'm trying to get at with this movie. But
You want to hit it? You want to hit it up?
maybe I don't know. I'll have to let you know.
Yeah.
What my schedule looks like next week. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, little TV roundup. Chair Company good?
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. Still good. I haven't finished it because my friend. I need to watch with my friends. Same with Pluribus. Pluribus good.
How many episodes in? Because I'm only like 3 episodes into that. I'm like way behind on everything.
I'm just 2, man.
Yeah.
But good show. I Love LA. Have you been watching more I Love LA?
No, I've Lucy's on like a really weird. Like, that's who I watch TV with.
Mm-hmm.
So she's on a really weird schedule. She's taken up a new job at a hospital where she works overnights.
Oh, that
like
sucks.
12-hour shifts overnight. So
Jesus, man.
Our schedule's kind of all over the place when it comes to watching things right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. I Love LA. The second most recent episode has a pretty incredible guest star in it, and I think you'll find it very, very
Paul
funny.
Dano?
No, it's not Paul Dano. Kind of a similar
What if Tarantino
register.
Paul Dano was in I Love LA and I had to turn it off.
Yeah, what a stupid thing to say about a person. I don't know. He says so much stupid shit in the last fucking week, man.
Member of SAG. That's what a weird jab.
What a stupid thing to say. Because of course he isn't, dude. You're just being a dick.
Yeah.
I don't know. He feels like he's rage baiting, but he's been rage baiting since he was fucking born. Freaking prick. I saw someone say that he was he's just never grown out of being a pretentious guy at the video store or whatever. And I guess that's kind of the vibe, you know. Like you're really picking that, you know.
Yeah. It's just not like a place for that anymore, you know? Like, it doesn't benefit or help anything to be a shithead like that.
No, it doesn't.
Anymore, especially at this point in your career.
I think some people say, like, wow, I'm kind of glad that we have a filmmaker out there that's just saying opinions without a...
Well, Paul Schrader's doing that.
Yeah.
Let Paul Schrader do that. Tarantino, like, I feel like this is really going to, like, affect how people feel about his next movie, you know?
Yeah, I think so, too. Saw someone say, like, man's so afraid of destroying his reputation with his 10th film, he should be looking inwards, you know?
Yeah.
Bummer. Any other TV... I've been watching Girls. Girls is good. I feel like there's other stuff. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I think you should hit up season 4, though. I think, like, episodes 4, 7, and 9 of Stranger Things.
Are sick.
Season 4 are, like, some of the best in the show.
I think I will.
Mm-hmm.
I will do that. Yeah. Could I only do those, or should I take fucking... should I power through?
I mean, you could. I mean, if you've seen an in-depth... whatever it was, an in-depth recap, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Because I did kind of have that urge after I watched the season 5, because I was like, I don't know. I do kind of want to have a complete view of the thing.
You probably should.
But yeah, so maybe I'll just go over to that damn house of my father, my mother, and my sister, and watch some damn Stranger Thing. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. I think we're gonna be flying the castle to Pandora sometime soon.
Yeah, I think we are, dude. We'll do the canon next up, the penultimate canon, or do you want to do the horror?
I don't know how many episodes of the canon we're doing. It may never end.
It may never end. Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta crank out that third episode.
Yeah.
I really had to talk about Predator Badlands.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we had a shit ton to talk about. All right. Well, thank you for coming to our castle. We'd love to see you. Please don't feed our peasants. We'd like to keep them that way.
Yeah.
And have a great night.
Have a nice night.